Hello everyone, it's JT at StayOnTheRise, where we focus on helping you think about, strategize, and build your business around an app, whether it's a web app, an online presence, or a mobile app. And today this is one of those topics dealing with just habits that help you maintain and build your business and get you through sometimes different troubles. I was reminded today that, at any given point in time in your business, while you're building your business, you're going to run into situations where you become discouraged. Might be a situation where you're trying to get a particular sales lead, or let's say you've been working a long time trying to get a certain aspect of your business going, and you'll have those days where it sometimes feels like nothing went right. And I had a mentor at one time. He used to refer to this as called the broken shoelace principle. And basically what happens is that as you have these disappointments, your brain starts to get wired to think that, and you start looking for bad things to happen. And so suddenly you had this one bad instance, and then another you're just focused on, because that's how our brain works. You're focused on looking for, even though you're not doing it consciously, but you start to see all the other bad things that are happening. If you don't do anything to actually deal with this emotional thing that's building up on you, you'll get to the point of where you referred to as the broken shoelace, where there'll finally be one thing that snaps. Could just be, as he said, just a broken shoelace, where suddenly the frustrations that have been building up all day, or maybe it's been for a number of days, suddenly come out, and you suddenly get very angry, you get very mad, and the result of that is that you get very discouraged, and that can defocus you from what you need to do. When you're building your business, you need to be trying to progress, even if it's a small amount, every single day. Making out plans and doing these different things. But as I'd said in one of my other videos, we're not in control. All we can do is we can control how we behave when we're faced with different situations. So just like this, when you're facing these kind of discouragements, where you're getting this kind of sense that things are building up and nothing's working right, you have to take an active part in correcting that emotion before it gets a hold of you and starts causing you to either flail about and do things that are not along your strategy, or start grasping at straws and those types of things. So the best way to do this is, and you see here I'm out near the lake that's by my house here, is whenever these things build up like this, you need to take a break. You need to stop that cascade of the emotions that are coming. And there's a couple of different ways and strategies to do this. Sometimes it's as simple as getting out of the office, or getting out of wherever you've been focused on this thing. Going out into nature, going out to a park, getting to a different environment will get you out of that rut and allow you to kind of put things in context. Because in reality, even though you might feel like everything's gone wrong today, you need to focus on that that's generally not true. Not everything went wrong. You got up okay, your car was running, or whatever it might be. So you need to focus on some positive things. Getting out and away from the environment allows you to spend a little defocused time and get back to that point where you're starting to focus on positive things. You're starting to focus on, okay, what do I do next? The other tool that can be used is always have people around you, either at your same level or even better yet, mentors, where you can, when you're feeling this kind of thing, or you're feeling this frustration, where you can go and talk to them and vent. Now, I'm not talking about commiseration. Okay? Commiseration is where you sit and you tell people your problems, and they all agree, oh, poor Bracito, as they say in Spanish, and agree with the fact that you're having this bad things. No, what you want are some people that are going to uplift you, are going to propose ways that you can look at the situation differently, or kick you in the butt and tell you basically, hey, get off your pity pot and move forward. And you need that sometimes, because again, it's all about breaking this cycle where your mind starts to get focused on the negative things. And I'm not talking, the new age type of thing, but just on negative things, which will get you to a point where you're being reactive rather than planning and strategizing. The third thing that you can do as well is just to always look at any disappointment. I know this is difficult, and it takes some practice. This is why this is a habitual thing you have to get into. But take a look at what did you learn from that, because every experience you go through, whether it's good or bad, you should always be looking at it as did I learn something from this? So let's say you had a situation where you'd been selling to somebody for 6 months, maybe it was a big figure sale or something like that in your business, or let's say you were trying to get a particular aspect of your application to work and it's just not working and you're having those issues. You have to look at that and say, well, okay, what did I learn about that? Now, it might be a negative thing, things not to do anymore, or it might be a positive thing, because again, even in those negative things that happen, those situations where we see them as being discouraging or difficult, almost in all of those cases, there was still some progress made. So you need to latch onto those little bits of progress, those little bits of learning, and focus your mind on that. And recognize that, okay, this was a disappointment, and either, therefore, I'm not going to do these things again, which might lead to this, or, well, these little bits did work. So let's focus on those things that did work and forget about the things that didn't. But the biggest thing is you need to aggressively attack this attitude that you have, this mindset that you have, and get rid of it as quickly as possible. It's something, again, it takes some practice. You can do it through lots of different methods. But if you do this, the more consistently you do this, and you get out of these habits the habit of the mind, which says that I'm going to see a discouragement, I'm going to get defeated by that, and push through to the next success, leveraging either people that you know that are going to kick you in the butt, using nature or a change in environment to let you see things differently, or looking at things as a learning experience. Whatever these types of things are, which will get you out of this mode and allow you to continue to progress. Because at the end of the day, all you have to do is making a little bit of progress. Today just needs to be a little bit better. As Jeff Bezos says, any challenge can be overcome by slow and steady progress. So you just want to make sure that you're not, having tremendous success and then getting defeated and making no progress over a number of periods of days. Some days there's going to be lots of progress, some days there's going to be a little progress, and that's okay as long as there's progress. So again, hope this helps. Look below, you can subscribe to my YouTube videos or directly reach me at jt@stayontherise.com, and I hope you have a great day.